Surly primary school children shake their heads at teachers and refuse to stand during the national anthem after it was played during an assemblyHeidi. Murphy claims she witnessed 7 or 8 students refuse to stand. They shook their heads at teachers and stayed seated in protest of the anthem. Protest comes days before millions of students are expected to strike. Do you know more? Email brittany.chain@mailonline.com. by Brittany Chain for Daily Mail Australia. Published 2:50 British Summer Time, the 16th of September 2019. Updated 3:28 British Summer Time, the 16th of September 2019. A group of students at a primary school have refused to stand during the national anthem. Heidi Murphy attended a school assembly in Victoria late last week when the school asked all students and guests to rise for Advance Australia Fair. She noticed a group of about 7 or 8 kids sprinkled through the grade 6 area of the hall shake their heads at teachers when they tried to coax them into joining the classmates. The students refused to participate and stayed seated on the ground in protest of the anthem. She made the call into 3 or mornings, whose host Neil Mitchell questioned whether the kids decided to strike on their own or if they were influenced by the parents. A group of 7 or 8 kids sprinkled through the grade 6 area of the hall shook their heads at teachers when they tried to coax them into joining the classmates. Stock image. In grade 6 children are usually 10 or 11, and Mitchell argued they may have been swayed to take action by the families. Regardless, he said the decision showed a lack of respect from the students. If they don't stand, they should go and practice algebra somewhere else and not come to the assembly at all, he told listeners. Anne-Marie Clemin, president of the Victorian Principals Association, said all government schools in Australia were required to play the national anthem at least once a week. Most schools opted to do this at the beginning of weekly assemblies, which was likely what happened at the school Ms. Murphy attended, she said. Ms. Clemin argued standing and singing for the national anthem helps to instill basic values educators are expected to teach the students, like respect. I think, first of all, that in primary school we teach children right from the outset why we do stand for the national anthem and also acknowledge country. It's about starting from prep so they realize there is a purpose to it. It's about the respect we show our country and about us being united as a country. Anne-Marie Clemin, president of the Victorian Principals Association, said all government schools in Australia were required to play the national anthem at least once a week. While some families do take offence to the anthem, Ms. Clemin said it was important to keep an open dialogue with parents and encourage them to support the school's decisions. A good way to do this, she said, is through regular and informative newsletters, and to ensure teachers are developing a relationship with students' parents. She told Mitchell if she were in the position of disciplining the children involved in the silent protest, she wouldn't make a scene during assembly. Instead, she'd quietly pull them out at the end of assembly and ask them to justify the decision before organizing a meeting with parents to see if they could come to a resolution. The protest comes just days before millions of students around the world prepare to walk out of class and strike on September 20th. The global movement has been encouraged to demand action on climate change. The School Strike for Climate is an international movement inspired by Swedish schoolgirl Greta Thunberg, who staged a protest in August 2018 and has since traveled the globe demanding governments take action. Read more. Let's block ads. Why?